Hey guys, welcome to another episode. I have to talk about this and I have to settle it once and for all. This whole Trump assassination attempt is just another scam. It's another collaboration between the Republicans and the Democrats. It is everybody inside that political system that is purposefully doing this to further cause more and more and more division among our country. It's to just keep stirring the pot. It's to keep people angry. It's to keep people upset. It's to keep people riled up. It's to keep people hating each other. Not only that, but none of it is real. If there's anything that I have taken away from every year since 2020 is that all of this is fake, you guys. This whole, not just the political system in our country, but our entire lives in general is just all constructed. It's all meant to keep us in this perpetual state of do what you say and ask questions later. You have to go and get a job. And once you get that job, you have to work 50, 60, 70 hours a week. And you have to grind, and you have to continue in this rat race. And you have to pay taxes. I don't think that we should pay the government one red cent. We should not have a government in place if we really do consider ourselves a free country. Now, when I say that the Trump assassination attempt is a scam, I'm not calling it, a hoax like, people on the left are saying that, the blood on Trump's ear was ketchup and, that, there should be recoil on his hand. There should be blood dripping on his shirt, and that the guy that ended up getting killed wasn't actually killed. Now, I'm not saying that that's the case, but it definitely is a possibility. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it was somewhere in between. It could be that they sacrificed whoever the guy that supposedly got killed, just to get a political point across, just to paint Trump as though he is this martyr, and and that poor Trump, he almost got shot, he almost got killed, another attempt at trying to get a sympathy vote from people in this country, specifically people that are pro-MAGA, pro-Trump, no matter what. He can never do anything wrong. And look, I'm not even saying that. Let me just go ahead and extend an olive branch here, because I know a lot of people really support Trump, and look, I totally get it. This country is, it's the worst that it's ever been in a long time. And so I understand why people support this guy so much. I understand. I don't support Trump personally, but I do support your support for Trump, if that makes sense. I think that, me personally, I don't think that you should support him. I don't think that you should put all of your chips and place all of your eggs in that one basket, because you think that he is just going to save the day, bring this country back, and make it great again, and make your life better, and reduce all of the gas prices and all of the high taxes and all of these wars all across the Middle East, which, by the way, for those of you that are still aligned with the Christian faith, that's what gets talked about in the book of Revelation is, like some guy. I'm not saying that Trump is the Antichrist or that any of them are the Antichrist. I'm not even saying that the Antichrist is real. Okay. um, I don't think that Satan is just going to come in in a, you know, in the form of just some random dude, you know, with no birth records, no parents. Like, make that make sense to me. But anyways, I'm not saying that Trump is that. I'm not even saying that Trump is an evil person. I don't hate Trump personally, um, but I just think that this, like the way that people have made him into this godlike figure, as though, I mean, he is God. You guys, you know, people in the Christian faith like to talk about, you know, people like myself, you know, that, you know, like, we blaspheme the name of God, that we hate God, and that, you know, we don't really align the Bible or the Christian faith with who God actually really is. People like to call people like me. I mean, look, like, read back on the story of Jesus. Jesus was called all kinds of different things. Jesus was called a heretic. Jesus was called a demon. I wouldn't be surprised if people back then called Christ, the Antichrist. That wouldn't surprise me one bit. People absolutely hated Jesus, or some people call him Yeshua, but I'm going to keep calling him Jesus. People hated this guy. People had so much disdain for him. They thought that he was just the evilest piece of shit to ever walk the face of the earth. And so that's why they came after him. He was never actually put on the cross, but they did want to. They did want to kill him, and so that's how he ascended. I'm going to get into that another day. But guys, do not fall for it. Do not. If there's anything that we can learn from these past 4 years. I mean, 2020 in and of itself was basically a hall pass for all of us collectively as a society to completely ignore the physical world, because the physical world is fake. The physical world is a simulation. And that is why I personally do not support Trump. I do not support Biden. I do not support anybody in the political sphere whatsoever. Period. Point blank. You know, the fact that I didn't vote in 2016, you know, like, when I really look back at it, I was, you know, I'm kind of like, maybe I was onto something there. Maybe there was a reason why I didn't vote at all in 2016. And this is exactly why, guys. It's all game. It's not real. It is to keep the perpetual hate, the fear mongering, the division, to just keep going and to keep going and to keep going. Because let's be honest, does anybody, never mind people in the political world, does anybody in the civilian world actually want to bring solutions to the table? Do we actually want to bring peace? Do we actually want to unify? You know, I'm sure that we do, but because we are so mind dominated and we are so ruled by our minds, that's exactly what we want. You know, people love to be miserable and angry just as much as they love to be happy. I would even go so far as to say that people love that even more than being happy. People love to be miserable. People love to hate other people. People love to be depressed and anxious and hopeless. People love that because it feeds into their ego, their false sense of self. The ego loves it. It just, like, always wants more and more and more and more. It's like a drug addiction for the ego. That's, you know, that's all that really is. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing mentally wrong with you. It's just that, you know, you, as well as everybody else, are just confused. We're just all lied to. And look, again, I don't support Trump personally, and quite frankly, I don't think anybody should either. But if you support Trump because you want to put a stop and end to all the madness and everything that's going on, then I support your choice and your decision to do it. Because even though I myself can see right through these people and can see the game for what it really is, I get it. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to criticize you. If you do want to vote for Trump in November, like, I mean, even if you wanted to vote for Biden in November, like, I mean, that's completely on you. Like, I still love you. I will, I won't judge you or criticize you if that's your decision, but I'm just speaking from my own vantage point here. I'm just seeing it from like a more spiritual, bigger picture perspective of what is actually taking place here. And if there's anything that we've learned just in these last few years, is that we have permission, we have the official okay to claim all this, everything that's going on in the physical world, as absolute bullshit. It's not real. None of this is real, guys. The 3D reality is not real. Think about and pay attention to all the ridiculous, crazy stuff that we've been subjected to watching the news or scrolling through social media. It's crazy, right? It's something that you never, ever in your life would have ever thought that these would be problems. But here we are. None of this is real, guys. The whole system of government is not real. You can disagree with me. You can continue to support Trump or support Biden, but don't kill the messenger here. I'm just telling you guys straight up what's going on. And I'm sure that they have good intentions. At least at the beginning, they had good intentions going in, but it's a trap, you guys. It's one big. It's like George Carlin was saying. This must have been like 20 or 30 years ago. That they're all part of one big club, and you ain't in it. So, anyway, I gotta go ahead and wrap this up and get out of here. But I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. Don't believe what you see. Don't believe everything. Don't believe anything that you hear. Seriously, do not believe it. Trust yourself. Trust your own intuition. If we really were a free country, we would all be doing that. We wouldn't need a system of government. We wouldn't need a president or a governor or Congress people or police officers or a fire department. If we truly, right, you can call me whatever you want. You can call me crazy. You can call me ignorant. You can call me whatever. But I have to get this off my chest. I'm just speaking my truth here. And if you don't want to hear it, well then that's on you. That's on you, bro. Nothing I can do there. Nothing I can do for you. But anyway, guys, I love you. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you again soon.